So here's the ultimate supernatural litmus test for you. Do you believe in ghosts or do you believe in aliens?
Right. It's usually one or the other.
Exactly. You're either hunting spirits or you're scanning the sky for UFOs. The two subcultures, they rarely mix.
But today, we're looking at a story that takes that binary, smashes it together, and just sprints away at Mach 10.
We are doing a deep dive into Dandadan, the hit manga by Yukinobu Tatsu, and of course, the new anime from Science Saru.
And our mission here isn't just to recap the plot, because honestly, the plot sounds a little insane on paper.
A little.
Okay, completely insane. We need to figure out how a series that juggles like horror, sci-fi, and teen romance actually works without just falling apart.
It really starts with the characters.
Yeah.
The setup is this classic oil and water thing. You've got Momo IS, who's a gal.
But the Japanese term for like a popular fashion-conscious teen.
Yeah. And she totally believes in ghosts. Her grandma's a spirit medium, but she thinks aliens are just complete nonsense.
And then on the other side, you have Okarun. He's this quintessential otaku,
Socially awkward, total loner.
and he's terrified of ghosts, thinks they're not real, but is absolutely convinced aliens exist.
So to prove the other one wrong, they make a bet. Momo goes to a UFO hotspot. Okarun goes to a haunted tunnel. And the hook isn't that one of them is wrong.
It's that they are both 100% right.
At the exact same time, and violently.
It's the inciting incident dialed up to 11. Momo gets abducted by aliens, which unlocks her psychic powers.
And Okarun gets cursed by Turbo Granny, a high-speed Japanese spirit, a yokai.
And it creates this immediate codependency. You know, she needs his alien knowledge. He needs her psychic power for the ghosts.
But we have to talk about the specific plot hook that drives that first arc. It's surprisingly biological.
It's the family jewels.
We're talking about his testicle.
We are. Turbo Granny steals them. And look, it sounds like a crude joke,
It kind of is.
but it serves a real narrative function. It creates this very high-stakes, tangible goal that forces them to team up and fight, like right away. It's absurd, but it drives the plot forward.
And that absurdity, that whole vibe, seems to be a trademark of the creator, Yukinobu Tatsu. He was an assistant on Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise.
Oh, wow, that makes so much sense.
You could just see that DNA in the creature designs. They're gritty and terrifying.
They are, but that's where the anime adaptation by Science Saru really elevates it. They didn't just animate the horror. They focused on what their team calls everyday action.
I saw that in the production notes. It's fascinating. Usually action means, punching an explosion.
Exactly. But here, they treat small character movements with the same weight. The director, Fuga Yamashiro, he focused on the acting of the characters.
Like how a hand trembles when passing a magazine.
Yes, or just the awkward body language of two teenagers who have a crush on each other. It grounds all the supernatural chaos in something really human.
It works as a pacing tool, right? If it were all just explosions all the time, you'd get numb to it. It's the same thing they do with food.
That is such a key observation. You'll notice this pattern. There's a massive life-threatening battle, and it's almost immediately followed by a really detailed scene of them sharing a meal.
It felt very Studio Ghibli to me, that warmth of cooking and eating as a way to, restore your humanity.
And that is completely intentional. Tatsu has talked about his time as a struggling artist and how his mentor gave him 1,000 yen for a meal.
Wow.
That feeling of salvation through a hot meal became a core theme, the idea that hard work merits good food.
It really changes how you see the story. It's not just a battle manga. It's about surviving the aliens so you can get a good dinner.
It balances the tone perfectly. That's why critics say the show has a big heart. The monsters bring them together, but the meals are what actually build their relationship.
So the big takeaway here is that Dandadan works because it respects its quiet moments just as much as its loud ones. It uses this insane premise to force two people to find common ground.
And that leaves us with a pretty provocative thought. Momo and Okarun have to accept that these two contradictory realities, ghosts and aliens, are both true. It makes you wonder what conflicting worldviews we all hold that might actually be two sides of the same coin.
A little philosophical homework for you. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.